Hello there, my name's Ms.RedNebula and welcome to the Stanley Parable. This one's a little bit weird because it's been out for quite a while now, but I guess I'm a little bit unusual in that I know nothing about this game whatsoever. I've never watched any Let's Plays, I've never played the game, I haven't looked up anything, so I have a very good friend who has been kind of convincing me that I really need to play this game. But before I start, I'd like to take just one minor little side note and talk about bunyips. Trust me, I'm going somewhere with this. You guys know by this time that I'm really into cryptids like werewolves and stuff like this, but I really think that bunyips just don't get enough attention. I think this is because it's really hard to find them in the wild, right? They're very, very sneaky creatures. So with that said, I would like to welcome my good friend SneakyBunyip, who is writer and co-creator of Cannon Fodder Comics at cannonfodder.net, who really wanted me to play the game. We can also call her Ellie. Here's Ellie.
Oh, hello.
And as it turns out, she said that if she heard that any of her friends were going to be playing the Stanley Parable, she in fact would come crashing through the wall like the Kool-Aid Man. And, well, I'm hoping that I can get her to split the bill for repairing our wall, but she's here, so we're going to play this one together. She's kind of maybe going to give me a little bit of guidance if I get completely stuck, but for the most part, I'm going to play the game and she's just going to watch my reactions, I guess.
There might be some sound effects. I'll try not to go, ooh, wait. But I want you to just go in completely blind and just do what you feel is best.
Oh, I appreciate sound effects, though. Any ooh, ah. It's like, oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, what?
I like this loading screen a lot with this Inception thing they've got going on. I was changing the options earlier, and this is really freaky. Okay, like I said, I know nothing. Let's start.
Yay!
The end is never the end is never the end is never the end. Oh god, that reminds me of something in The Expanse, which we were just watching some of because it's amazing. If you guys haven't watched The Expanse, watch The Expanse, read the books.
It's addictive.
It's really addictive. It's so good. Loading, please wait.
So this is the game. This is all it is.
This is so really exciting so far.
You're doing great.
Oh man, I feel like a natural.
And once you get to the end of the loading bar, you've won, and you get your.
Good. Did you ever play that? Oh,
this is the story of a man named Stanley.
Right.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Getting Truman Show vibes.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Oh, no.
one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh. It me. I like how it took him an entire hour to realize that nobody told him what buttons to do.
Yeah. Just in case, maybe at 30 minutes someone would tell him to do something.
And you're right. I think you and also my husband were talking about how the voice sounds very much like Mr. Voice from Little Misfortunes. So we were trying to figure out if it's the same guy.
Inconclusive.
Inconclusive. I'm sure we'll figure it out eventually. What does that say? Ah, okay, apparently I'm supposed to step out of the office.
You can also click on just things.
I need a reticule. Oh no, I can't get back in my office.
You locked yourself out.
No! Oh, this is really awkward without a targeting reticule. I don't know what I'm clicking on.
Yeah, you just have
All
to...
his co-workers were gone.
Oh.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I think that's probably... I like skating to the side. This is weird.
That's how I walk in my office.
This is very pleasant.
Yeah.
I want to click on that. I can't. Bloom. Oh, goodness. Okay.
They do a pretty good job of just, if you sort of look at something, you click it.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's no target.
Up. I broke it. Okay, I'm not touching anything else.
It helps to know, too, that this is a Valve game, and if you look at the coffee mugs, they're the same coffee mugs you'll see in the Portal offices. Like that, they have I Hate Monday cups there.
I was hoping for one with, like, Aperture Science or GLaDOS on it or something.
Maybe Black Mesa.
Maybe Black Mesa.
That was a joke.
Haha, fat chance.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I don't trust you, Mr. Voice. Okay, I will enter the door on my left. I am a good little automaton. Oh, I want to go in there and play with the really bright monitor.
Stanley is Paragon, not Renegade this time around.
I don't know if that Renegade Interrupt comes up. Sometimes it's real hard to... I mean, if Kyling shows up, there's no telling what I'm going to do.
That should be a Paragon option, to be honest.
It really should. I think even on my most Paragon playthrough...
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I wanted to see what was on all the things. Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passive aggressive. No, I was reading that. Oh, excellent. This one's self-referential.
You most of all.
This really is a Valve game. I'm different.
Aww. Hello.
Oh, I love these things. I like when they stuck these in Portal too, and I just stood there by the window looking at all of them.
Yeah,
charts and slides. Oh, I could watch this for hours. Things, money, more money, money.
Profit.
Money.
I like that it's profit, and then you see it's profits.
Profits. Ooh.
Profit.
Stock market is somewhere here. We all know exactly what we're doing by pressing all these buttons. Bi-quarterly post-review. I'm getting flashbacks to when the last time I worked in an office.
I know. It's scary accurate.
Excuse me, I need to drink more water.
It helps reading these things with Cave Johnson's voice in mind, too.
True.
Work harder, hard worker.
More water coolers. More water cooler heaters. Yes. Teenage demographic. Oh, we all know why we're here. We all know why we're doing these jobs. I forgot what I was supposed to do. Oh, yes, I was supposed to go to the boss's office. And not go back to that... I'm going, hey! I feel like I'm being led here, somehow. Oh. Okay, I can open a door.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Bite me. I mean, there's nothing here. Yes, okay.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
I can hear you, you know.
It's very suggestive.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
All right, Mr. Voice. I will go upstairs to my boss's office. Sliding! Won't let me poke anything. Come on. Ooh. Ooh, this is very pretty.
It's very posh in here.
Yes. Although, CRT monitors, I don't know, man. When is this set? It's like...
It's 19.
I want to click all the things. Oh, good lord.
Those look like some mid-90s
Stepping into his manager's
computers.
office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And
It's
so
a holiday.
The boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
I just want this office. Okay, I couldn't possibly know that something 2845.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
I don't know where the device is. What are you
Right, to
talking
your right.
Oh, right.
To your right. Right there it is.
Oh, this.
2845.
But I'm just wandering around, flabbergasted that no one is here.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer
A
luck.
miracle.
I'm
Who saw that
shocked.
coming?
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Cameras, I'm being watched. This is the Truman Show. Got one of those library sliding doors, except it's not behind his bookshelf. It should be behind his bookshelf, I
It should
feel.
have been.
It is Portal. GLaDOS! Everything's Portal.
You monster.
No, I don't want to go there. I want to go here. It's very dark. Ah,
You're getting lost in the corner.
this goes back really far. I thought I was... No, okay, that... Apparently I'm not allowed back there. Can I have a flashlight, please? This is very creepy back here. I guess I'm going to push the big red button.
Interesting.
Did I do wrong? No, this
There
is...
are no wrong answers in this game.
Loading. Now, there's a bit in the books for The Expanse, and this isn't past anything that you've seen or not seen, but it just says that it reaches out, it reaches out, it reaches out, it reaches out, it reaches out.
Ew. That's so
Stanley
creepy.
realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Did
No!
he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
It's probably the
This
drugs.
question would not go unanswered for long.
But what if I went out the other door? What if I didn't listen to you, Mr. Voice? Hey!
It's too late now. Or is it? It is.
I didn't push the button. I can push the button. No! I'm trapped in this strange, terrible, dark place, and I've got the freedoms in my chest, and now I don't know what to do.
You
I
can
need somebody to tell me what to do.
Celebrate your freedoms in this dark tank.
I can't even.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I can't even jump up and down in joy
No, you
at these discoveries. Escape! You know, that's almost spelled exactly the same as escape.
That's just a coincidence.
Oh, okay. Okay, this is a harder choice than anything I think I've faced in a video game ever.
It seems like mind control facility.
That
Or
just
escape.
sounds...
Like in a real setting, Would you wait this long to decide whether...
Nah.
Wow. Interesting. Very interesting. I like how you always turn back.
I push the button.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Probably not, because of the drugs. All right. I shall go find out the terrible, terrible secret of this place. Yes, cameras and iPads and I don't know. How come they hate Mondays if they like their job so much?
Now the monitors jumped to life. Their true nature revealed. Each bore the
somebody
number
got fired.
of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Well, but is freedom really that important if you're happy?
Ooh, age-old question.
Spoiler. Yes! Oh, hey, I was watching that. Oh, okay, fine.
There's you, 427.
Oh, okay. Can I see me?
I mean, you're here, but there's your office.
I can't see
You're home.
anybody. They all came this way, and they're all dead like I'm going to be. Probably. It's a very cool effect.
Right?
I just want to sit here and watch, like, seriously, a Truman Show. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Ah, it's such a good movie.
I saw it again just recently, and it holds up very well.
Yeah, and I think anytime that Jim Carrey's in something where he's acting kind of serious and gets to have funny moments, but is mostly playing a serious character, that's just some of his best work.
Yeah.
This
Just a touch of
mind-control
drama.
facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
It was the
this
drugs.
the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I mean, probably. Isn't that how all of us manage to get through normal jobs?
It's just an existential moment.
He refused to believe it. He
Oh.
couldn't accept it. His
Oh,
own
okay.
life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm assuming that's probably the case if he's just been pushing buttons for the last few years.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For
No,
he
I'm in control
would
now.
dismantle the controls once and for all.
Oh, am I not supposed to turn evil? Oh, okay. But I want to push buttons.
What?
What?
You
Oh, here's a
just
button.
learned that- oh, dear.
Oh.
You want to be in control of the mind facility instead of breaking the cycle?
This is me breaking the
I thought
cycle.
this was a Paragon option.
Well, maybe it's a Paragade playthrough. There are numbers on the wall. Why is everything offline? Dang it, I want to control somebody. Ooh. Everything's disabled. I am disappointed. Offline. Do I gotta go up there? Might have to go up there. Turn it all on. Control the world.
You've gone mad with power. You've been in the mind control facility for 5 minutes, and you want to destroy everybody.
Oh, is this the button to destroy everybody?
The 4 button? For world power?
Yes, for
Forever controlling people.
I pushed the button. Nothing happened. I pushed the button some more. Oh, it made a different noise.
Oh boy. That's the game. Good job.
Excellent.
You press the 4. You get an achievement.
I should, you know.
You should.
This is a Steam game. I need my Chivos.
There is an unachievable achievement called jump in this.
I'm doubly disappointed now.
know.
Okay, I don't think I've been over there yet. Can I run? I can't run. I've gotten so just addicted to games that give you a run option.
Yeah, you get spoiled with those. He's got a brisk pace, though, I think.
Push this button. No. Not the 0521? There's all these numbers on the walls, so does that mean anything? 0521. 0142. 001. Okay, well, the big room with the giant blue screen of death.
I do like the sound effects in this game.
Yeah, it's very nice.
He found the source of the room's power. He knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
I think that means I should turn it off. Or do I turn it on? What do I do? No, screw your voice.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
I totally
They kept
did.
you enslaved all these years. You go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted?
Yes.
Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off and leave. If you want to throw
will
my
bring my
story
happiness
you're
back.
going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
Whee!
It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now.
Hey!
Live it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
I would.
A moment of solace before you're obliterated.
Well, I mean, you wanted me to destroy it.
You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much.
I'm gonna get blown
To
up.
hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
That was nice of him.
Dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
That's rather the
Just
problem,
assume
yes.
when you saw that timer, that something in this room was capable of turning it off. I mean, look at you. running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
Not a bloody clue.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
That's fine.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle.
I feel like Chloe, Flowey, and narrator are related.
Yeah, this is definitely pretty flowy.
Or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the
Come
game.
on.
And believe
Count
me,
it down,
I
you
will be laughing at every second of your
GLaDOS wannabe.
life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever after.
Boom! Well, that was a thing.
All right, you won. Good job.
Yay! I win the game. The end is never the oh no. Mr. Voice, that was just rude. Can I press these buttons? What if I don't lock myself out this time?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I don't trust you.
How hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Won't let me go in any of the doors. I'm sad. Want to discover. I'm just wanting to press all the buttons because I was pressing all the buttons for so long.
You even need to press buttons.
I do. It's like, you know, that thing where you put a shiny red button in front of somebody. Do you expect them not to push it?
Especially when there's a countdown to your death.
That's a shiny red button. I mean, was there literally nothing I could do in that room, I assume? I mean, yes, I shall stand up here. This is how we used to change light bulbs at one of my old jobs.
Yep.
It was very dangerous and we should never do that. Don't do that, kids.
We would turn off our light bulbs because they'd put those high-powered series ones up there, so we would stand on our desks and just unscrew them.
Yeah, I think we did that a few times too. God, those things just they give you such a
They
headache.
do.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I do. I want a snack. I've been working here for like 6 years and I've never had a snack.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Give me a
Stanley
Coca-Cola.
simply stood here, drinking it all in.
No, I want to drink a Coca-Cola.
You're drinking in the scenery.
Oh.
Look at this beautiful scenery. How blue.
We got blinds like that in my house.
Great.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room.
It
A room
is.
so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
I do.
Worth it.
This is the best room ever.
I don't think he's being sarcastic. I think he's being very genuine.
Oh, is this his sincere voice?
Yeah.
Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Yes. I am standing in this room forever now.
This is
Stanley
your
sat
life
around
now.
waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
No, you just kept talking, so I feel completely vindicated for just standing here.
He's rewarding you. He might be giving you silent treatment now.
Oh no.
Look what you did. You've upset narrator.
Oh, dear me, I've upset Mr. Voice. Now I want to go out this door. I don't like the ghosts in this game. You keep closing doors behind me.
Maybe it's a
At
draft.
last, he'd had enough of the amazing room.
No, I
took the
didn't.
First open door on his left to get back to business.
What if I find an open door on my right? Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
What the... I'll stand up then.
If you're lying right now, stop.
I'm terrible at following directions. What are you talking about?
You followed them pretty well the first time around. I think now you've just learned your lesson about following directions.
When you follow directions, they blow you up. Oh wait, I didn't actually follow directions when I got blown up, did
right
I?
at the last moment.
All right. Let's see. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse. Penalty for jumping off. If you die... I mean... Could I jump off?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Oh.
I'm
It's not going to
sure
give me a
you
choice,
really
is it?
are not. I realize that investing in your trust
can move
in
around on
someone
there.
else can be difficult, but the
can
fact
also
is that
jump
the
off if
story
you
has
want
been
to,
about
too.
nothing
But if I jump
you
off, I'll
all
die.
this time.
Maybe.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Do you mean Ellie? She's right here.
Hello.
Yes, I think she's probably giving me perfectly good advice,
Yeah.
which I'm
Please
ignoring
don't
half
stop.
of.
Don't stop on my
Your
account.
chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Have you been waiting?
I've been waiting a little bit. I've
Oh.
been patient, but
Oh,
I've been
dear.
waiting.
I'm very slow, so, you know, it can
It's okay.
take a
You
little
take
bit.
your time.
Okay.
I'll be here.
Open! Open! No. Okay. Ooh, a forklift. Can I drive the forklift? I want to drive the forklift. Ah, why can't I jump?
There's no buttons. You can't drive the forklift.
Oh. I don't like this game.
Oh no. More buttons.
What?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her.
This
If
is
you can truly
just
place
become a
your
horror
faith
game.
in another, then pick up the phone.
What if I don't? What if I just let it keep ringing? Oh, fine.
Huh. Interesting.
Hello? Hello? Oh.
Hello?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
No.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
This guy is a jerk.
Oh no.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Yeah, but I died earlier. No. I'm gonna click on all the things. I refuse to follow your instructions.
I don't want to tell you your business, but I think there's a button shaped like a V on your keyboard
Oh.
that you If you just do your job.
No. I'm pressing all the buttons.
If you excuse me, there is a very specific button that if you could just
not that one.
No, you keep missing it. You just keep missing. If you just
this one's sort of shaped like that.
Oh dear, that's a Y.
Oh,
it's close.
Oh.
Yeah, no, not oh dear.
Oh dear. All right. I guess I'll.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
I pushed the button. Oh, now you want me to press B. Ugh.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
What?
Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
I want to press other buttons.
Oh, bother.
Well, see, now it wants me to press O, and I wanted B, and I'd already pressed those, so this just feels redundant.
Oh, so 0.
Oh. But not that 0. Okay, it can't be the number pad 0. See, you should never have it to where somebody has to choose between pressing 0 or pressing O, unless you put one of those little crosses through it, because otherwise
Yep.
you don't know.
In his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
This is getting real.
It's a little too self-aware.
Like, oh, let's watch some TV.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought
Strangely enough,
excited him terribly.
this is just turning into my office.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
I like choice. Well, goodbye fridge.
As he wandered through
Yep.
this
Oh,
fantasy
that looks
world,
familiar.
he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls.
Ew.
And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Game with a baby?
So is this just in your head?
Well, is anything not just in our heads?
Whoa.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
I mean, I don't feel very free right now. Hello, wife?
But there is no answer. How could there possibly
You hate
be?
Mondays.
In reality, all he's doing is pushing
Just wondering
the same
what's on the
buttons he
floor.
always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Well, at least I have a window now.
True.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in
That's
this
the
world
spirit.
he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Conflict of interest.
What you gonna do, Stanley?
I'm gonna press a different button. No. I'm gonna. Oh.
Go ahead. Prove him right.
But I don't want to do what the voice says. But I also don't want to press the button. Yeah.
See? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every
Maybe if
second
you
he
blow
remains
me
here,
up.
he's electing to kill himself. How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
I will question nothing.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey.
You
this
literally
to
blew
him.
me up.
I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button.
But no.
Aw. Congratulations.
I won.
You won. Aw.
That's creepy. Okay, so we're gonna leave this episode here. This is freaky. I love it. I kind of want to just keep playing and see how many different possibilities that there are. Like, yeah, I'm really glad I knew absolutely nothing about this game going in. Mr. Voice is creepy. Sorry, the narrator is creepy. Mr. Voice. He's Mr. Voice. And this is really cool. So thank you very much for introducing me to this game.
Very welcome.
Alright, so you guys feel free to like or comment, and if you want random updates from my little world of art and gaming, subscribe. If you enjoy what I do and are interested in helping out the channel, please check out my Patreon, and a huge thank you to my current patrons. That's all for now. Bye!